Winter, don't go back on that's all right. No, that's all right. That's fine. Go back on stencil. I'll refix your stencil. Because you know I adjust to your stencil, and it persists from stream to stream. And now I gotta do your stencil again. Oh, it was just entirely reset. Oh, okay, all right. Well, then just set it however you think it should be, and then let me know when you're done. Yeah, let me just kind of reset it here. Reset. All right, we'll see how it is. You just get it close enough, and I'll fix it. Greetings, Tetris citizens. It is your old pal Vandy, back with more Classic Tetris Monthly Masters event for March 2026. And what we've got for you right now is a single solitary solo match. Round 2 between Dengler and Winter. The winner of this will move on to the top 16 to eventually, but not today, face Tetris Time. Although Tetris Time, if you're around, I don't know, who knows? No, let's just get this one done and we'll see how it goes. We do have one other match that is gonna start basic. What time is it now? Yeah, 2 hours from now. That's another one back in Das Masters. That is gonna be, yeah, Nenu versus Scotto. So that starts 2 hours from now. But anyway, let's quickly just show you the most relevant rules. The rules say this is a best of 5, so the first player to 3 wins is the winner of the match. Level 18 starts, level 39 super kill screen. Uncap the score, same piece that's re-rolled. Do not pause. And the winner gets absolutely something. That's a share in a prize pool, which stands right now at 36767. I wonder who the last person to contribute to the prize pool was. Who could it be? Should I even go look? I can only guess. It was Madelsberger, indeed. All right, so yeah, thank you to everybody who contributed to the prize pool. We're at 367.67. We're looking to get to 2,000 so we can pay our top 8. If you want to support the prize pool, use the match Reno command. I'll use it for you the first time. That'll bring up some links. And yeah, click on the one that says Masters March. That is the one for this tournament. Click on that. It'll take you over to Match Arena, our prize pool partner. You can log in, top right-hand corner is where the button is. And you can log in with your existing Twitch or YouTube or Discord account. Then look on the right side, and it says Contribute. That's what you click on. So thanks again. That's how to support the players. If you want to support the channel, you can do that over at Patreon, patreon.com/monthlytetris. And there's some other ways to support us as well. I use that support command to bring it in. Thanks, Scott Gray, Jay in the Window, K9, Techie, Madelsberger, N-Dog, Mr. Brain, Corporal Jr., Troy Dan, Kim M, Kaka, Javanti, Jason, Sunny, Mila, and everybody else on this slide. If you're on YouTube, you got the usual suspects, super chats, stickers, channel memberships, gift channel memberships, Twitch, you got bits, subs, gift subs, Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime Gaming subs. So that's all the stuff you need to know. You need to know all the things. So let's go ahead and go over. And let me refresh what is going on over there. 21. All right, stencil's not bad. Should we do a stencil mogging? No, let's see. Let's see. Stencil's not bad. Let's look at it right now. Ready? That's really good. That's really good. You get an A. You get an A. Congrats. Congrats on your A. So we refresh that player. We'll try to refresh this player. Oh, it's like IRL here. All right. We're going IRL. All right. There's the Dengler. If a Canadian player is cleanly on stencil, do they get an A? Madelsberger. Come on now. I ordered something from Sweetwater, you know, where they do like audio and musician stuff, and they send you candy. So that was nice. I got candy. All right, players, I am going to put the pieces in the chat. But you can continue to warm up a little bit, no problem. The pieces are there. Tron Disc says, let's get hype. What's that, Tyler Tetris? Hello, Wallbant. Tayo. Mio Mayo, Tio Tayo. Oh my God, Tetris has PTO. I visited Sweetwater's headquarters in the late 90s. Bought a bunch of stuff for music production, including an emu sampler. What does an emu sound like? What's up, Chen? How you doing? All right, well, I'm opening candy. All right, so Dangler is ready. So what is that crackling sound? It's me opening candy. That's what that is. Don't worry. You're fine, Mr. Rain. It'll be okay. It'll be fine. Did we get a pin on the pieces? We did not. Guys, Winter pin the seed. Don't worry, guys. Just players are worrying about winning, but also pinning. They're winning and pinning. Don't worry, guys.
I'm on mobile. I can't.
Okay. All right, looks like both players are ready. Both players are on seed. Let's get them started. It's round 2, Dengler versus Winter. The winner goes to the top 16 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, let's not be weird. Okay, O-S-Z-T-Z. All right, I know the names of the pieces. I've memorized them all. On the left side, it is Dengler. Dangler, seed number 12 from the United States of America. That's where I'm from, too. So I guess that's who I'm rooting for. they're both from the United States. Dengler's got a PB of 5.43 million. He's ranked number 13 in the most recent Premier poll. Premier poll is a ranking of competitive Tetris players. You can find the full results over at premierpoll.com. Premier has an E at the end, but if you can't spell Premier at all or whatever, then use the PP command in chat, and that will bring up the links. Dangler is a 3-time Mega Masters player, had his best finish in 2025. That was the top 8. He's also a 3-time CTWC Gold Bracket Championship player. He has finished as high as the top 4, did that in 2024. He's also a finalist in the June Masters event. That was the month that Pixelandy had his Masters comeback win. He's the back-to-back winner of the Northeast Regional. That's the one that's in Connecticut. That was in 24 and 25. And you've also seen him. He also won Boston Tea Party. That was the one that was just a couple months ago in Boston, kind of experimental rule set. Fun event over there in Boston with Fractal. And he was the winner of that one. Oh, yeah. And winners of 2 challengers in a future circuit as well, which I'm sure are like number 1 on the resume. $233 for Dengler, $234 for Winter. Winter, seed number 21 from the USA, PB of 2.41, ranked number 21 on that Premier poll. You've seen Winter, making her debut last year in both CTWC's Gold Bracket Championship and in Mega Masters 2025. You also saw her at the Stillwater event in 2024, Kansas City in 2025. She made her monthly Masters debut in August of 2025. And who was the first player she played? It was Dangler. That's right. 373 for both players through 75 lines, so basically a tie. 396 for Dangler, 395 for Winter. So far, Winter looking for her first top 8, so she's made it into the top 16 a couple of times, and now looking to go one step further. 465 Dengler, 442 Winter. And thanks again to both of our players for their flexibility. We had to reschedule this one, so thank you to both of y'all. 487 Dengler, 487 Winter. They have the same score, 1 line apart. Stanislaw says Winter's most prized win was beating me, Stanislaw, in Kansas City Regional DAS play. Oh, that's right, in the silver bracket, right? Yeah, I mean, there's no way Stanislaw was in the the main. $579 for Dengler, $539 for Winter. Tetris Dengler, 602. He's got 14 lines to go until 19, and he has got 600 already. He's got potentially 4 more Tetrises available. He's got 1 burn if he still wants to get those 4. He's got 1 of them. He's got 2 of them. He can take 1 more burn and still retain those 2. Tetris for Winter, 588. She's got 2 more available. So she could have a 600K in the offing. There's 1 more for Dengler And if he gets it, it won't be quite enough for a 700K, but it'll be pretty darn close. 695 entry into 19 for Dengler. Yeah, see, Winter was going to try to go for that one last Tetris, but ended up having to take a few burns into 19. Still 600K transition for Winter, but back by 3 Tetrises. even though he's 600K, he's still back 3 Tetrises at 19. So now the score the speed is increased by 50%, and the value of line clears is going to go up. Tetrises will go up 1,200 points every subsequent level. On 21, they are worth 26,400. By the time you get to 24, they'll be worth 30,000. $804 for Dangler on 21. Little S-spin delayed burn situation there for Dangler. Nice place for a square to get Tetris ready. Long bar in, Tetris, Dangler. Tetris Winter's 784. So she's back by about 50,000 points. Something like that. Long bar Tetris Dangler. Mr. Brain, I'm going to go back to my SM7B so that I'm not touching the microphone at all. It's like you might not be able to hear the wire bumping against my desk and my shoulder, but I can hear it, and now I'm freaked out. So I bought a cloud lifter. So we'll see how it goes. 980, but I haven't started today, so little spin there for Dengler. He's got the max out on 25, 969 for Winter. Man, if only I had some XLR cables, though. I'm going to have to buy some. No, I got them. Oh, Winter's left side. Kind of a mess, but she's able to get a bar over to fix. You can't hear it, actually. Yeah, but I can hear it. And now I'm, hypersensitive. Because someday you will hear it. And then I will never hear the end of it. No, I still have some of those XLR cables, right? I'm sure I kept some of them. All right. But that's all right, Mr. Brain. Keep me honest. I like it. We got to strive for the best, all right? We can't just settle, for trash, right? We got to go. We have to be the best we can be. A, 79 for Winter. B, 86 for Dangler. A tuck and a Tetris for Dangler. He's got the C21 on 28. That's a 1.2 million. Winter's got the 1.1 million. Winter's back by about 112,000 points. Tetris is into 29. It'll be worth 36,000. And they'll continue to go up after the speed doubles here. And Dangler's in C74. Winter's in B63. All right, Lungbar gets over Winter. So, that left side for Winter is a problem. So, can she chop this down? No, she cannot. And that is going to be a top out. So, Dengler takes game number 1. I'm going to drop the pieces in the chat. And then I'm going to take a bite of this candy. Wait, why did he have to get past level 31? I don't get it. What am I missing? Or is it just... It's probably just private jokes. Oh, I understand that. Good job. Okay, A79, F89 for the players. Thank you, Tayo, Tio Tayo. All right, just this match and then one more match. Like I've gotten through the day. It wasn't as bad a day of hell. It was only 8 matches, but all right. Looks like both players ready. Game number 2, Dengler, Winter, 3-2-1, Tetris. Game number 2 underway, and both players with Vitzes unfulfilled. Finally, bars are coming in. Dengler was like at a perfect Vitz on top of a Tetris setup, 4 high. I enjoyed that. All right, Dengler blocked well, and this is tough. That right side for Dengler, that is a top out at 30,000. And Winter is good in game number 2. It's all right. 700K nearly transition. Yeah, 695 transition. 30,000 level 18 top. That's Tetris for you. Okay, new pieces. New pieces. B12614, yes. Game number 3. What was once a best of 5, now best of 3. 3-2-1, Tetris. What's going on? Pines Cutely, Bent Squirrely. 3s, 2s. I've seen B's. Andrew Meep. Tetris, Evesy Mari. DJ Tom. Meme of all time. Blue Scooty's grandpa. And Wallbant and all the stars are here. Game number 3 underway. Tetris Dengler 116, 95,000 for Winter. So it's a little less than a Tetris lead for Dangler here early on. I don't fully understand what's going on in Twitch chat right now, but it's a lot of OG type people, so I assume they know what they're doing. Well, I won't say OG, but second G, 2G people. OG, 2G, second generation. Tetris, you're a balloon? I think it would be fun to see like a balloon of you, and by which I mean like a float at a parade, like a big Tyler float. All right, you guys might be 3G. Yeah, you guys are 3G. Evesy, you might be 4G. I gotta think about that. You're 2020? Oh, yeah. Well, you're 5G then. Forget it. 353 for Winter, 391 Dangler. I think I need to make like a something similar to a tier list, except, you know, taking all the players and ranking them in their generation, you know. If I gave you a bowling ball, Vandy, if I gave you a bowling ball at an alley, hopefully you mean a bowling alley, and said hit at least 5 pins, and if you hit at least 5 pins, you get $1 billion. But if you get 4 or fewer, you turn into a peep. Are you taking the shot? Am I doing that? I mean, it's basically like infinite negative, right? It's like 5 billion or death. I could do a lot of stuff with 5 billion, but I guess so. But like, you don't have $1 billion. Do I? Yeah. Do I know that you actually have $1 billion? $574 for Dangler through 106. $538 for Winter through 109. This is big. All right, Dengler having to take a little bit of a burn here, but yeah, these players super close. If you know the statistics on lottery winners, but I'm, you know, oh, there's the JD spin for Winter. So Winter now like tied essentially. But yeah, statistics on lottery winners, it's like, but I have knowledge in this specific case about my own behavior. And if you have knowledge of the specific case, that always trumps statistics. Winter is in at 635. Dangler is in at 635. So a slightly better 635 entry for Dangler, but pretty much another 600K for Dangler. Double 600K in this one. A lot of his behavior of family and friends. Well, I don't have family or friends, so I'm fine. $715 for Dangler, $690 for Winter. You'll be my family and friend? Oh, because I have $1 billion? Is that why? Did I throw the ball? Yeah, I don't know. I'm very. What are the chances I would knock down 5? So there's probably a good 75% chance I knock down the 5. 8. This is very tight. Level 23, 2,000 points apart, 2 lines apart. Oh, Dengler's left side. Oh, God. No, that is crazy. Dengler's left side totally cut off. And that is gonna. That game's going to winter. Did not expect. That is crazy. I mean, if I did become a peep, I guess I would be very interested in the, like, what that's like phenomenologically. Like, what is it like to be a peep? So yeah, so Winter, you are good in game number 3. So here are the pieces. What if I gave you 1 week to shake Barack Obama's hand, but if you can't do it, you turn into a wooden gavel? I think that would be harder. All right, players just need to take a moment. I'm going to run 1 minute ad. Ready? 1 minute. Cash in on all of you guys. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. I'm trying to think, like, how many degrees of separation am I from Barack Obama? Like, just knowing people. I think I know a guy who knows a guy who knows him. So I'm like 2 away. Is that how that works? You met him. Yeah, but you met him. But would he do you a favor? Like, that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean you get to shake his hand because you met him. It's just meeting someone. It's got to be somebody who would do you a favor. You think Mari has the best shot? Is Mari Barack Obama's long lost son? 17E3D6. All right, looks like both players are ready. Game number 4. Dangler needs to win this one to force a deciding game. Number 5. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Tetris Winter 91,000. All right, I'm going to try to arrange a meeting with Obama. Just see if I can do it. Not a meeting, but just even just like a... I'm gonna do it, Tyler. We'll see. I'd have to call in a favor, though, and I don't know if I want to do that. That's it. I mean... 185 Dengler, 169 Winter. $258 Dangler, $240 Winter. Winter going to get a Tetris. They're one line apart, 4,000 points apart. All right, T-Spin Winter. The Vits. And yeah, look at that beautiful Vits. Tetris for both. Oh, Mara, you met Robert O'Rourke? I mean, it's kind of cringy to call yourself Beto. I mean, come on, right? Just be Robert. Whatever you think of him, kind of cringe. Tetris for Dengler, 383, 348 Winter. Bob O'Rourke. Tetris Winter. 451 Dangler. 440 Winter. You've never met a cool celebrity, you're lame and stupid? I mean, yeah, celebrities highly overrated. On average. No, you should definitely meet your heroes. I don't agree with don't meet your heroes. Definitely meet them, but most just random, like, celebrities. You met Corey? Yeah, Corion's a celebrity. What the heck? Used to have celebrity run-ins all the time. If you spend a lot of time on the strip in Vegas, you can't help but have celebrity run-ins. 635 entry into 19. 625 for Winters. About a 10,000 point lead at transition for Dengler. Oh, can't get that long bar over. Now, just got a couple of rows of garbage over. And Dangler here. See if he can get this down. I did spend a lot of time on the Vegas Strip when I lived there. Yes. All right, Dangler going to survive, bring that stack down, 691, but he is behind by, well, about 2 Tetrises when they're tied. Dengler open, filling in, skimming, waiting, Tetrising. So does Winter. Winter, 857, 7 lines back of Dengler. Dengler gets a Tetris 845. So Winter's got the pace lead. Tetris Winter 919. Tetris Dengler 952. 968 Winter. Now remember, we do have until level 39. We're rolling. I mean, I'm not rolling. They're rolling. Tetris Dengler A22. He's got the max out. Winter's got the max out. Another Tetris Dengler A61. He's 1 line away. And now he's at the 29 at A97. Now he's got the 1.1. So Dangler will have the advantage at transition by about a Tetris. Tetris is here worth 36,000. All right, Dangler now kind of in a high center situation, and that's the top part of B19. So Dangler on the ropes here. B19 target is B20 for Winter. And that is a top out for Winter. She's not able to capitalize on the level 30 top out from Dangler. And that means we are heading to a deciding game number 5. This match is pretty wild. This is a wild match. All right, the pieces are here. Players, you can take a moment if you need to. What is the curse of Drake? I don't know if I can name. I don't know if I can name a song by Drake. This came up at some point when I accidentally said, like, I don't know anything about Drake. Seems all right. And people are like, no, Vandy or whatever. Oh, yeah, they were asking me who I would pick. And I don't really know either one of them. I just said Drake. And people were like, no. I'm like, oh, I don't know. All right, so 7C, 4C, B0. Yeah, I just don't know stuff like that. I know stuff to think about. All right, well, it looks like both players are ready. Dengler is not in the playing position at the moment, so I don't know if it's because he was. Oh wait, I see his arm. Okay, he's there. He says ready, and the seed's good. So I'm just gonna assume it's good and go ahead and get him started. Dengler versus Winter in a deciding game number 5. Let us get them started in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Drake be like right foot up, left foot slide, left foot up, right foot slide. What is going on in chat? Well, one of these players will be moving on to the top 16, either Dangler or Winter. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that stuff is, man. How to put on pants instructions for Drake. Well, S-spin there for Winter. Yeah, I just don't know. I don't know what it is. Why should I know? You know, is it important? $114 Dangler through 20, $114 760 for Winter through 21. Wait, yo, Vandy, my friend's asking if he should get Church's chicken. Is it good? I can't vouch for it. I can't vouch. I mean, I'm sure it's greasy and stodgy and exactly what one would expect it to be. So if that's what one wants to get, then it's probably fits the bill. You know, like, I don't know. I can't vouch for it, but like, what do you expect? You know, you're not eating at the French Laundry, you know? 167 Winter, 207 from Dengler. Churches is discount Popeyes. All right, Winter kind of maybe going for it here. That dirty, but she's got 4 rows of garbage over it. Yes, put on some more. 171 for her, 253 for Dengler. Dangler going to open up that right side. Winter going to open up that dirty Tetris column. 8, 4 rows up. Gets it. All right, Dangler up a little high, so he's going to knock it down a little bit. Covered well on covers. Long bar in Tetris, Dangler 288. There's one Winter 254. Dangler back by 5 lines. But gets a Tetris. So 1 line apart, 57,000. Tetris Dengler 335. All right, nice long bar for the center of that well for Winter. She fills it in, gets the Tetris over. $351 Winter. Long bar in Tetris. She's got a clean board. It's a little tuck there of the J. Long bar in Tetris. $397. $397 Dangler as well. So neck and neck again. Winter out in front, 488. Use one more bar here for that column 2. And it would be a Tetris if she can get it. And she was trying to avoid putting pieces over column 10, but 493 for her, 455 for Dengler. He's 2 lines away. Both of them are from 19. Winter, I think, with extra flip maybe on that S piece. And both players a slightly awkward 19 transitions, but both dealable with, both fixable. Winter gets a Tetris 529. And a dirty Tetris for Dangler 491. Dengler low, flat, clean, ready. Starting to pile up. And gets a Tetris. And another one, so didn't have to take a burn through any of that. Tetris for Winter, 614. There's another one, Dengler. So Winter out in front by about 40,000. There's another Tetris Winter. There's one Dangler. Gonna get a couple of burns here to get that stack clean, but he's okay now. Tetris Dangler 631. Tetris Dangler 660. I forgot that I have one more match after this tonight. All right, Winter with some adjust there makes a triple out of that. Tetris Dangler 749, so he's in the lead now. He's got to cover. We'll open up the right, 752. Tetris Winter. Now Winter back out in front by about a Tetris, but also about a Tetris worth of lines ahead. So it's very, very close. Tetris Dangler. Tetris Winter. Winter all of a sudden out about 85,000 points very quickly. Reading this chat, I have they all seem to know, everybody seems to know what each other's saying. So I'm getting this, I have this weird spooky feeling like, all right, the dementia is finally kicked in. It's time for Vandy to go to the home because he doesn't know what people are saying now. But everyone else seems to be carrying on like it's totally normal conversation. 881 Dangler, he's got 4 burns and he's really just got 1 burn, so he's got to clear out of this. Winter 998, long bar over Tetris for Winter. And Dengler just keeping it safe here on 29. All right, both players relatively low, a little dependent board here. Dengler just going to keep it low, safe, both of them really. Winter out to about 125,000 point lead, 35,000 point lead. And that left side for Dengler, not fixable. Dengler is going to top out, and Winter is going to take this one in a decider, 3 games to 2. So that means Winter will be moving on to the round of 16. Dengler, our number 12 seed, is out. Seed number 21 will be making it in. So GG's Dengler, GG's Winter. Super interesting match between you two. As expected, as advertised. Interesting. For all you 2-set fans, it's interesting. Wow. All right, well, I will go ahead and report the results of this. We can take a look at the bracket. Wow. That is Das Masters, not Masters. So will be Winter taking on Tetris Time in the round of 16. 2, 3. All right, so Winter's got that 1.2 on 37. All right. Well, look at that. There's a winner. There you go, Winter. Congratulations. You will be moving on. And let's show you the bracket. Let's show you where we're at. Top 16, y'all. So we now have 1, 2, 3 of our 8 open spots in the top 16 filled in. Winter will be taking on Tetris Time. It's really all lower seeds so far making it in. None of the top 16 players have defended their top 16 spots. So, yeah, interesting month indeed. So the next match that we have is going to be at some time or other. When is that? In an hour. Might be another one with Eyeball and Tugi. Oh yeah, where's that? Well, we'll see. Yeah, Eyeball seed number 24, Tugi 9. Tugi though, Tugi is on the rise. Tugi is indeed on the rise. If I look at where are the premier poll for March? I don't even remember. Eyeball 12, Tugi 15. Yeah, I guess. But Dan V almost cracked that top 10. Oh, Dan V. All right, well, we have another match that is scheduled to start in 57 minutes. So I think I'm just going to stay online and do it. I guess I could go offline, blah, 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 blah. I just stay online and do it. So I'm going to delete this one and we'll just stay online. I mean, this other, I'll delete the one for tonight and we'll just stay on this stream and I'll do some feeble PB attempts. I know, one more match, but I have to wait an hour because, you know, scheduling. And I'm really tired. And, you know, it's really fun to do attempts for you guys and whatever while we're waiting. But I'm like I'm more useless than I normally am because I'm just so tired. But I will do my best. I will do my best. All right, garbage. Garbage time. Da-da-da-da-da. All right, we're just going to try real attempts for a while. I could just do a qualifier. I don't have quite enough time. All right, we're just gonna lock in. We're locked in. We're feeling good. We feel great, and we are locked in. Oh, I should put a timer. All right, I'll put a timer after this here. I think the key is you got to just bounce around. You know, a lot of the players who just bounce around seem to have success. So if I just bounce around, I think that'll work. I'm dead. Not quite. Oh, now I am. Bidwell has a bounce, and look at him. What? That's wild. How dare you? How dare you? What's going on? Larvae? Or is it larvae? Because, like, larvae is, like, plural, right? Like, larvae is more than one. But you're just one person. Pronounced larva. Okay. The E is for aesthetics. Kind of like the A in aesthetics is just for aesthetics. Right. La-da-dum. No. This is what I'm saying. I'm just a mess. Let's get to 19. That's our first goal. Just get to 19. You don't have to have any pace at all. Just get to 19. Baby steps, right? It's easy. You don't have to do anything but get to 19. That is like your one goal. Okay? It's fine. I think if I just optimize for getting to 29, I would just stumble on a max out. But the fact is, I'm always just like pressing so hard for pace. You know, like I'm trying to get a 1.2 every game, a 1.3 every game. If I just optimize for getting to 29, I would have stumbled into a max out by now. I believe that. La da 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 dum, la da 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 dee. All right, my eyes are gone. That's one problem. See, I'm already making excuses. But they are gone. All right. We'll be okay with that. We're just going to make our peace with that. Get to 29. Just get to 29, you know? Get to 29. Like, you know, Tyler says, you know, if you could, would you, for $1 billion, would you get to 29 or else you'd be turned into a, you know, a can of peas? And I'd be like, yeah, I could get to 29. Like that is the game I'm playing right now. The game I'm playing is get to 29, you win. Don't get to 29, you lose. Uh-oh. 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 Did you forget what game you're playing? I think you did. I think you forgot the game that you're playing. What's up, King's Man? Hey, Kingsman, did I tell you about that time that one player tried to steal a bunch of controllers at my live event? Did I tell you about that? I did not tell you about it? Oh. Well, it's the player that we were just messaging about. The most recent player we were messaging about. Yeah. Yeah. No joke. I can't believe I didn't tell you about that. I swear I had. Had an entire backpack full of them. And didn't think I would notice, but I noticed, of course, because I put a green zip tie on every one of my controllers, and they all had my green zip tie on them. And then that person said, oh, well, I was just trying to keep them safe so no one would take them. Yeah. So I don't know. Is that somebody you know? Suffice it to say that person is not invited back. All right. Well, I got to 19, so that little bit worked. Oh, I meant to put a timer up, didn't I? All right. We'll do it after. Remind me. That Kings was like, I usually tell people to keep their slice of cake with me to keep it safe. And it always works. Yeah, to keep them safe. So I'm just saying, Kingsman, true story. And to me, I don't think you can. A person has to do a lot to overcome stealing. They have to do a lot. To me. But that's the way I look at it. Let me put the timer up. Oh, the timer is up. Timer is, what time is it? It's 46 minutes. Jeez, I'm crow. Oh, but wait, what? I don't even know what I'm doing. Okay, hold on. I was thinking, like, wait. I was thinking, all right, I have a completely flat stack. Let me place the pieces where I would put them if I didn't have those pieces on the board. And I realized, oh yeah, that one gets me a Tetris. Like, see, I'm not fully with it. Ah, annoying. Come on, dude. So yeah, we got Scotto versus Nenu playing deaths. We had 4 1.3ers in round 1. And they are playing each of them is playing another 1.3er. I have to be a little bit quiet because Sue, you know, it's going to be midnight soon. Sue's got to wake up early. Some people work, you know. Oh boy. We're getting through the month. That's what I keep telling myself. We're getting through it, you know. We're make so much progress after today. All right, get to 19 again. That's the goal. What's up on Pooh? I know. I know. You look at my PB and it's like, I can't. This guy, there's no way this guy is an 898. I agree. I agree. All right, come on. Come on, come on. I'm too cracked. Something's cracked. It's probably my skull. What's going on Pooh? How's your whole ELO match database empire doing? Oh shoot. Ugh. All right, come on. You monkey's uncle. Can barely see anymore. Someone asked me to figure out who had the highest chances of winning a CTM Masters tournament according to ELO. Just who had the highest chance according to ELO? I mean, what? So from ELO, you do get a percentage chance, right? You can deduce that, or try to anyway. So if you had like Blue Scooty versus Eyeball, you could go, oh well, Blue Scooty has a 68% chance or whatever it is. In theory, right? although it's probably... I mean, what is that percent? Let me think what that percentage probably is. What is that percentage? What? Let's see. Blue Ski was facing eyeball. And this is, not to say anything about eyeball. I mean, it is, I guess. I'm just trying to... Let's see. Eyeball, Scooty probably has... God. 82 to 18 chance. 82% chance. And that's just, that's just a statement of how good Scooty is. $90-10. Oh, the match database lets you figure that out? All right. That was ballpark, That was like within an order of magnitude, I guess. Let's see. Blue Scooty versus... Who else should I pick? Blue Scooty versus Alex T. Right now? God. I remember that month too. Why do I remember that? Someone mentioned that. That Fractal had an 80% chance of winning the tournament. But why do I feel like this month Blue Scooty has like 100% chance of winning the tournament? It's like... I think those matches are like... I mean, there was a time when, Fractal was like that and Dog was like that. We just felt like these guys have like 1,000,000,000% chance. So in a lot of ways, I think that numbers undersell the chances in some ways. Well, yes, he would have the highest odds, but I mean, like it, he has a greater. I mean, he certainly has a. Let me think about this. Like, what is Scooty's chance of winning the entire tournament? If we just, if we looked at the beginning of the tournament, dude's won 4 in a row. Of course, he's, he might win 2 in the same month. Basically, because those finals are delayed. Oh, I'm so tired. I'm losing it, guys. It's 56% to win the entire tournament just from the start. Yeah, I mean, he's so sick. I'm not gonna lie. Well, why would I lie? All right, I'll just tell you. I am exhausted. I'm not gonna lie. Normally I would lie, but this time I'm not going to lie, and I'm going to tell you that I'm tired and exhausted. Mm. Oh, whoops. Burp. Did I still get in? Nope.
Then God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish.
Sub 5. Yeah, as soon as I get a sub 10, I'll get a sub 5. I don't know if I've beat this on one life before. That's what I need to. That's where I got to start.
God bless you. God said, be fruitful and multiply, fill the earth and subdue it, have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the heavens, and over every living thing.
I don't know. Do I need points? I don't think so. Oh, whoops. I just do the thing that I didn't. Oh, no. Let's see. I did the wrong thing. Can I still oh no. How do I get I've done this before. Can't you do that? Can't you like get under there and oh whoops. I don't like. Oh no. Oh, I'm just gonna die. All right, just kill me so I can start over. Okay, so there's that, and then there's that, and then that. All right. Dun 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 dun. Boop boop boop. Boo doop ba doop ba 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 doop ba ding dong doo doo doot. All right, here we go. Dude, I don't even remember the way through 8-4. Do I remember it? Bong 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 bong. Do 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 do. I missed the star. Who cares? Oh, I know that is a star. Oh, whoops. Oh, you monkey. You monkey. I wanted my fire flower, dude. Okay. Oh, I gotta start all the way back. That's dumb. No, do I not get my thing again? Oh, well. Oh, I should have got the bloop. Where's the thing? Is there a thing? There it is. Oh, I thought there was a shroom under there. Ding dong ding a ding dong a ding a dong ding dong ding a ding dong a ding a dong. What? Hello. I would like to kill you. No. What? Stupidity. Stupidity. Big stupidity right there. Oh, more stupidity. I'm dead. I got one life. Yeah, I should probably try to get that extra life, like, right now. Ding. Isn't there a thing here? Yeah, I need you. You son of a monkey's uncle. Then you got this thing right here. All right, let's get an extra life while we can. All right, I don't need any more. That's fine. Oh wait, you can shoot two? Why can it shoot two? No, oh, I got it right before I died. No, gimme, gimme. I don't care. Yep. Good job. Oh, bro. I gotta. Why am I playing the plumber game? Because I don't want to. Tetris is making me sad. And I have to. We have another. Oh, I looked at the clock to figure out how long we have. We're waiting for the next match, which is Nenu versus Scotto. And I was just getting frustrated with this. Yep. All right, no more. All right. One more. Oh Christ. Do 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 do. Oh, did it not update my title? It didn't. Stupid restream. God. Oh my word. Why? It doesn't, the controller doesn't feel right. Oh. Nice. What's up, DJ Tom? How's it going? I'm just kind of... All right, 12 minutes. We can do it. And then we'll just stream our little stream. And then we can sleep a little while. We have more tomorrow. I just can't. What's up, Mr. Burrow? Oh, was I ignoring you? Oh, Kip, I missed your super chat. I missed your super chat. Sorry, Kip. That's everything I can do to just be conscious. Thank you so much, Kip. You're barely mastering 18-2. So you're barely mastering 18-2, but that means you're mastering it, right? Gosh. I love this music, but I've listened to it too much today. I don't think I've ever said that. Well, yeah, it should be. Oh, 18-2. All right, 18-2. Here we go. Ready? 18-2. I mean, it should be pure line out, right? Like, what do you think you're supposed to be doing? Just setting up for dirties the whole time? You don't have to do that. No. What? There's something wrong. All right, I'm gonna switch to a. What is this? I'm gonna switch to a Hyperkin and see what happens. Ugh. What didn't you see? What didn't you see? Oh, my 18-2? I didn't like show off my fling flong, did I? All right, let's see. Get in there. Okay, let's see. All right, this thing is so light. It's way too light. All right, let's see how I do. 18-2, ready? How do you play with a controller this light? What the heck? My other controller is 4 times the weight of this. This thing feels like it's nothing. Like I'm gonna break it in half. How do people play with a controller this light? This is insane. Wow. All right, let me play normal. Let me do a normal start with this thing. This is the Hyperkin. What's going on, Kip? Yeah, again, sorry I missed your super chat earlier. I'm just trying to muddle my way through so I can sleep. And yeah, at this point, Sue is going to be asleep, so I'm going to have to use my low, less excited voice, right? No, this doesn't feel bad. It feels pretty good, actually. No, I didn't. Oh, I miscalculated. No. Still virgin plumber. All right, 2 minutes. Here, let me do a Vandy challenge with this thing. 7, 23. All right, ready? Here we go. This thing is way too light.
What is the future of the human race?
What? So I think the normal controller weighs... You never beat Mario 1 as a kid? Oh, man. Oh, you got to do that. It's like a rite of passage. What's up, Scudo Bazoo? How you doing, bud? All right, one more Vandy challenge. We'll get Scotto versus Nenu. All right, there we go. Scotto Bazoo. I'm assuming you're going to be on Scudo Bozo. Uh-oh. All right. All right. Oh. I don't want to spill water on my items. All right, so what are we doing? We're doing this. Greetings, citizens of Tetris. It is your quiet pal, Vandweller. People are trying to sleep. People except you, me, and Nenu, and Scotto. So we are going to play Tetris with those two individuals, like right now. That is what we're doing. It's a Das Masters bracket. Is it teal? What are we doing? Teal? It's teal. There it is. Seed number 23, seed number 26, Scotto. The winner of this will eventually take on Eliash. So that's going to be a tough round two, whoever gets through. But that's what we're going to do. Doodly doodly do and boopy doopy do. All right, rules wise, remember, guys, want you to remember that we're doing best of fives. First player to 3 wins is the winner of the match. Level 18 starts. Same piece sets re-rolled. Hertz and input display. Make sure that's turned on. And remember to heed the spirit of DAS, because this is a DAS tournament. Don't pause unless I tell you to. If you do experience tech issues, just keep playing, and the winner gets absolutely something. That's a share in a prize pool, which stands right now at 26767. And we're looking to get to $1,000 so we can pay our top 8. Use that Matcherino command to bring up the link, the one that says March DAS or DAS March or whatever it says, that is the one. So click on that. It'll take you over to the page with our prize pool partner, Matcherino. Login button in the top right. Click on that. You can log in with Twitch, YouTube, or Discord account. And then look on the right side of the screen for the button that says contribute. And thank you to everybody who has contributed so far this month or ever. Okay? Yeah, good. Patreon. Thank you, patrons, for keeping us going. Patreon.com/monthly Tetris. Make an ongoing pledge of support. Keep this channel alive. Big shout out to Scott Gray, Jay the Window, K9 Tacky, Middlesburger, N Dog, Mr. Brain, Corporal Jr., Troy Dan, Kim M. Cat, Javan T, Jason, Sunny, Mila. Thank you so very much for your support and everybody else on this slide. Use the support command to find other ways to support us. And you're watching on YouTube, you got super chats and stickers, channel memberships, gift channel memberships, Twitch, you got bits and subs, gift subs. And if you're an Amazon Prime member, you get an Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime gaming sub to grant to the streamer of your choice on a monthly basis. But it is use it or lose it. You cannot save them or stack them, so do not lose them. Use them on us. Thank you. All right, we're going to go ahead and bring up our two players in the teal bracket, 23 and 26, right? So 23 and 26. Correct. Scudo Bazoo and Doodly Doo. All right, there's Scudo. And I got to bring up, and I guess I got Nenu on the wrong Doodly Doo here. Nenu, 23. Zephania Nenu. As if on the menu. There he is. Nenu. Big Nenu today. Big honkin' Nenu. Huge. Nenu is huge in Indonesia. All right, there's Nenu. Beautiful Nenu. We'll select this color. We need our immersion. All right, now we are immersed. And then Scotto Bazoo, we will move you. No, that's not the right one. Bump-a-da-bump. All right, Scotty's on the big comfy couch. Isn't that a kid's show, The Big Comfy Couch? All right, Scotto Bazoo. And we're gonna do this to you, Scotto. We're gonna tilt you up a little. Look at this. We're tilting you. Hello, Nenu. Nenu. All right. All right, players, I am going to go ahead and give you some pieces. If my stream deck would work. There it is. The pieces are here. 3F3354. Okie dokie, artichoke. Looks like both players are ready. They're on seed. So I say let's start. This is a DAS Masters round 1 match for March 2026 in the teal bracket. Zephania Nenu versus Scotto Bozo in 3-2-1 Tetris. Well, two great champions on the screen right now. Nenu, a winner of 2 regular boring Classic Tetris monthly main events or Masters events or whatever we call them. back then. He won one in September, I want to say, of 2021, and the other one in May. Is that right? September and May? Yeah, September and May. So the May of 2021, September of 2019. Two-time CTM Masters event winner. He was also a two-time CTWC Gold Bracket player, played in the 2 online years, was in the top 4 in 2020, top 8 in 2021. He played in our Mega Masters event twice. He played in the Tetris Effect Connected World Championship. And he won a little qualifier to get into the main championship, where he was a top 8 in 2022. He's played in a bunch of our DAS Masters events. He's finished as high as 2nd place, and in fact, he was in the finals of the first ever DAS Masters, the 16-player version, which took place in July of 2024. Of course, Pixelandy won that one and pretty much every other one since. But yeah, Nenu was the first. Was in the first finals of that event. I got to be honest, I thought Nenu was going to be in the finals like every single month, but didn't quite happen that way. But he's played a bunch, and he's had several top 4s as well. 3 other top 4s in addition to that. Finals appearance. He is also a winner of the Challenger Circuit twice, 2020 and 2022. Man, in addition to those 2 Masters event wins, he's been in the finals of the Masters event 3 additional times, once each in 1920 and 21. So that is your good friend Nenu. He's got a DAS 1.3. He's from Indonesia. And he qualified in with a something. He qualified in with a score, guys. Yeah, the score was a 997 average of 2. As I say, he's got a DAS 1.3. That's a top 10 score for DAS, and he's also ranked number 16 in the most recent DAS Premier poll. 206 for Nenu, 207 for Scotto. And Scotto, a champion. He was the winner of the 2nd ever Stupid Tetris Monthly. That was back in 2021. And that's when it was 16 players, but it was a multi-mode situation where it wasn't just like, nowadays we do them kind of monthly basis. Back then it was really intended to be once a year. We did them in 2020 and 2021. And it was, all different modes, like speed run modes and weird stacking modes and min out mode and all that kind of stuff. Well, Scotto was the winner of the entire event in 2021. Scotto is a 4-time CTWC Gold Bracket player. He played in 2019, 2020, 2021, and 2022. Also played in the Silver Bracket in 23 and 24, and he was the winner of the Silver Bracket in 2023 against Burb Wizard in a decider. He also played in those old Scamper CT DAS Real and Test tournaments, took 3rd in one of those test tournaments. His highest finish in a DAS Masters was, well, he's made it to the top 8 several times, so he's looking to get to the semis for the first time. You've also seen him at the Jonas Cup the first 2 years that event has been held. You've seen him at the Washington and Portland regionals last couple of years, and he took top 4 in the Portland one last year. And he's also a celebrated speedrunner, not Tetris. I mean, he's fine in Tetris, but in the Ratchet and Clank series of games. And he's got several world records in that series. 378 for Nenu, 395 for Scotto. And look at, can you imagine a DAS Masters match number 1 where they actually let me get through the entire introduction with 2 such storied and celebrated players. A lot of times it's easy because it's just like, well, this person's played 30 games and, you know, they showed up and we like them. But no, these 2 have actually done something. And so, yeah, it's long intros for them. 409 for Nenu. Oh, yeah, Scotto also with a 1.3, as I mentioned. 472 for Scotto, 433 for Nenu. Thanks to everybody who's still here, keeping me company. Really appreciate that. I've seen bees, by the way. I missed that 2 hours, 10 stream streak. You're probably not still here. I've seen bees said, dissertation due on Friday. Can't stop me from watching Tetris. I know. I have a paper due. It's a short paper, but it's a paper due. It's more of a homework, let's say. Due on Tuesday. And that can't stop me from streaming Tetris. Oh man, how am I going to get this thing done? I'm in trouble. 493 for Scotto, 483 for Nenu. Remember, this is a best of 5. Players will have essentially into level 29, 230 lines in, to do all the scoring that they're going to do. At that point, the speed will double, becomes virtually unsurvivable with this play style, the DAS play style. Let's see, Scotto, he's kind of pushing it a little bit. He's trying to turn that into a Tetris well, but the game just not gonna let him do it. So he's just gonna, you know what? I tried. There was an attempt. It's not gonna let me do it. So I'm just gonna, you know, do my thing. All right, Tetris for Nenu, 647, 549 for Scotto. It's been a bit since he got a Tetris, but here we go. Finally, Tetris for Scotto, and another one. There's one. Nenu, 680 on 25, 610 on 25 for Scotto. Tetris is on 25. Going to be worth 31,200. So Nenu back by about Nenu ahead by about 1 1/3 Tetrises now. Nenu in a little bit of a slowdown. Scotto is not, so we'll see if Scotto can capitalize. He's going to need the game to give bars, though. And that's the tough part, is you can know, like, yeah, what your situation is, what you need to do. You need to be aggressive and score. And if the game doesn't give it, and that's what Scotto's living right now. And it looks like both players were topping out. And Nenu, fortunately for him, was ahead. Unfortunately for Scotto, he was not ahead. So Nenu going to take game number 1, and it's kind of lucky for Nenu because, you know, Scotto was not in a dig. Nenu was in a dig, and Scotto was clean and ready to go. And then the game just decided to dry up. 586445. Thanks, Zook, for the pin. Hey, if you're in chat right now and you have an ability to just chat or just say anything, even just put an emote or nonsense in the chat, you know, kind of go whatever, just do that. Just let me know you're out there. It makes me feel good to have some people out there. You don't have to say anything sensical. You can just whatever you want. There you go, Shianobi, thank you. All right, 586445. Both players have got. Thank you, Garden. Appreciate you. Kip says, I like turtles. All right, both players ready. Let's go. Game number 2. Nenu up 1 game to none, 3-1 Tetris. It is 17 minutes past midnight here in Texas. We're getting through it. All right, so there you go. 4 people. Shianobi, Zook, Garden, Kip, and DJ Mr. Burrow. You guys are on the nice list. You will be remembered when I win that $1 billion lottery. So these two have faced each other before a few times. They did play each other in that CT DAS test tournament back in 2022. It was Nenu who knocked Scotto out of the top 8. They played in DAS Champions League in 2024. That's the last time they faced each other. A couple of meetings in Classic Tetris League, like the old school CTL Season 12. And they did play in a Masters event back in February of 2021. They met in the top 8, and that was a decider for Nenu. 169 for Scotto, 112 Nenu. All right, Zook, you can be on the nice list as well, since you're pinning seeds. $181 for Nenu, 216 for Scotto. A little O-tuck there and a Tetris. S-spin sets up again. Another Tetris Scotto, 262 through 58. So good early pace. And a couple long bars in a row. He's going to get set up for a Tetris. Get one, 227. And nobody on YouTube. It was all Twitch people. So really, Twitch, you get in the will. All right, you're going to be in the will. $321 Nenu, $338 Scotto. And then we're going to uncover that right side long bar in Tetris. Nenu, 378. Tetris Scotto, 473, 454 Nenu. Scotto into 19, 498. Nenu in 526. About a 1 1/3 Tetris lead for Nenu. Scotto with some cleanup to do, but he's clean now. He's taking the burns. Easy, nice burns. A little S flat. He's set up again. 514 for him. Then he's starting to get a little vertical. Gets a long bar over to the left. And yeah, nice nice cleanup. Build out of that left side. Tetris for Scotto, 547. There's one Nenu, 587. Tetris Nenu, 639. Oh, that left side for Scotto is not really survivable. That's going to be a top out for Scotto in game number 2, and Nenu is good. And it's going to go up 2 games to none. All right, Anpu, DJ, Tom, you're on the nice list now. All right, so Scotto down 2 games to none. Oh, wait, that's the wrong button. Yeah, wrong button. There it is. Their pieces are right. 8BFE1C. 8BFE1C. Sorry about that. Eight. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Scotto, you just got C-checked, bro.
8B FE1C. All right, there we go. We're good. Dun, dun, dun. All right, looks like both players are ready now. Nenu and Scotto, game number 3 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Man, that seed checker saved us so much time. So much time, the seed checker. And really has given us so much levity. Skibbity levity. Oh, I don't really have a seed check emote. You need an emote to memorialize or kind of solidify all the sort of meme aspects of your seed. And seed check is a thing, so I think we need some sort of seed check emote. Vance pinned the seed. Thank you, Vance. Vance is out there pinning seeds in silence. Oh, sorry, I just banged the mic with my fist. 138 Scotto, 99 for Nenu. Kingsman still seed checks by calling out and comparing the pieces as they come out. I mean, that's fine. I mean, that's okay. But, you end up starting a game and then have to stop. Hold on, guys. Stop. You have to do all that crap. And I don't want to, I don't want to do that. I'd rather nip it in the bud before you start. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's better to catch it first. It compares the pieces as they come out. But yeah, that's the whole point, is to not waste time. You know, which for an operation like Tetris Friendlies, they've already got that operation, down. They waste like zero time. They stay, they're on task, they're on time. So, seed checking my way would just make it all the more like clockwork, So that's what they need to do. All right. Little adjust for Scotto, 346 for him, 308 for Nenu. That's right. I seed check the way God intended, 401 for Nenu, 439 for Scotto. Actually, Vandy, I've got a question. Did you ever consider being more harsh on players to schedule their matches? Harsh in what way? Like, they schedule their matches, we get their matches scheduled. Do you mean like community tournament or masters tournament, or... Because as far as the community tournaments and the lower tier tournaments, I'm not in charge of those. I have delegated that to people who are running it as a volunteer thing. I don't have time to oversee that stuff. So that's like, Hana and Zempro and Kat and a few other people. So I don't do that. Like that's really not my... Once in a while I'll jump in, just as an interested party, but that is completely out of my hands now. So I don't, like, it's, it says Classic Tetris Monthly, but like it's not my tournament so long as it's delegated to them. Like I was prepared to cancel those tournaments because like I can't do everything. So unless somebody wanted to keep them going, like, they were gonna go. But people, originally Chiller says, no, we need to keep them going. So I'll take them over. Eventually Chiller couldn't. So it's kind of like Hana, Zempro, Cat Surgery, a few other people that are kind of overseeing that. So yeah, as far as those lower tier tournaments, like scheduling their things, I don't have anything to do with it. It's like asking me, Vandy, do you ever consider getting Classic Tetris League to schedule their... Yeah, it's their league. I don't know. That's a top out for Nenu. So Scotto is good. Do I have specific thoughts on scheduling for the Masters stuff then? Well, for the Masters stuff, yeah. I mean, I basically hired 2 people to do it. If I had to do the scheduling, and I couldn't find anyone, and and they volunteer, but I do pay them a little bit too because it's it's an effort. If I had to do it, I would quit. I'm not even joking. It's so frustrating to me to do it that I would develop so much antipathy toward the whole thing that if I also had to do the scheduling, I would quit. And I'm not trying to be funny. Like, I would quit. So I just let them do it, and then we have a process. They schedule the whole thing. I tell them what my availability is, which is pretty much 24/7 unless I have an appointment or a class or something else, but I try to let them know in advance what that's going to be. And I say, you just put stuff 24/7. I don't care. I'll do it. I give it to them. They schedule it all out, whatever process they want. And when I wake up, if it's on the Discord calendar, I do it. Like that's the process. Like I don't approve it or anything like that. They just put it on there. And when I wake up, if it's on the calendar, that's my agenda for the day. So I have no hand in it at all. I wish I could pay them more, but I can't even, honestly, I can't even pay myself right now, like what I need to live. So I can't, I wish I could pay them more. It's probably going to be the case that I'm going to have to change a few things because I'm probably going to get some other source of income, let us say. And that's going to have different demands on my time, so we might have to change how the whole thing is scheduled anyway. So DJ Tom says, I like the DAS tournaments. Really brings back the old days of CTWC before the more advanced techniques became widespread. Yeah, I like it too. Kind of labor of love. I really do like DAS, and really just like having some little small role in keeping it alive. Yeah, Sharky, Yeah, you like there are people that like want to support you and they can support you financially. And then there are other people that want to support you but they can't do it financially, and so they volunteer. But I always feel like I want to pay them, but a lot of times they're just happy to contribute because they like the thing. 145 for Nenu, 107 for Scotto. So I have to be like okay with that, but I'm like, I don't feel okay with it. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I just have to trust that if someone's volunteering and they know like they're not really getting paid much except for, what amounts to a tip, I just have to be okay with knowing that they're doing it for their own reasons. And, just be okay with that. But it's hard to do. The only one who's raking me over the coals is that Dan V, But yeah, I'm gonna have to make some changes at some point. Maybe, cut one of the tournaments, or do, in terms of just not doing them or doing them only very occasionally. Masters has got to continue. But there's nothing that says it has to continue as a 32-player tournament, so might cut it down to 24. I don't want to go back to 16 again. I think that's too stringent a cutoff, but we might have to make it a 24 and then have a scheduled end of the month. You make it to that stream or you forfeit kind of deal, like we used to do. We might have to do that. Depending on, So, I don't know. As long as I'm around, I'll try to keep Masters alive in some way. At least the Masters event. 325 for Scotto, 361 for Nenu. But like really by now somebody should like, I'm honestly surprised that we're still the #1 online tournament. Like it's such a Mickey Mouse operation, like low production value. And I'm just really surprised that we still are. And we shouldn't be by now. By now somebody should have, come up with something way better. But it's hard. It's hard. What do you do? I was kind of counting on that somebody would have like put us out of business by now. But until that happens, I guess I have to keep it going because where are these guys gonna play? I mean, yeah, there's other stuff to play, but we I don't know. We're able to keep it going and get the prize pools big and get lots of players in. So until someone can do better than us, then we got to keep it around. 487 for Scotto, 482 for Nenu. Yeah, Sharky, it's not easy. I mean, there's almost, I mean, who's really stuck around and been able to just put something out consistently over and over. It's not easy to do, especially if you have other aspirations, which I do. But I've sacrificed those probably improperly. 556 for Scotto, 552 for Nenu. But yeah, I mean, I'll try to keep it around as long as I'm around. But yeah, please somebody innovate and take our entire market away. 608 for Scotto, 603 for Nenu. So big scores, high 500s for both. You think a big part of CTM not getting replaced is me continuing to do most of the restreams? What do you mean? Like that should be good, right? That should be like, all right, he's doing all the stuff there. Now I have time to do my own thing. I don't have to do their restreams, right? Oh, Nenu. Snarl up top. Long bar down. Triple. And yeah, that is going to be a top out for Nenu. And Scotto is good. And we're going to a decider. Yeah, you would think me doing most of them would be like, oh, well, other people now, they don't have the chance to do stuff as much. And then they're going to make their own thing, Yeah, I wish I could have other people do it, but it's, it's work and I don't I just don't want to, I can't really afford to pay a bunch of people, and yet it's work that should be paid, So that's the real tough part. FA36F7. FA, like maybe some tourneys can have higher production value. Oh, but they rely on tons of different streamers. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. If somebody wins the lottery and then they can do, and if they can just do it full time, then maybe they would. All right, no worries, Scotto. Drink that water. You get that water, buddy. I think with all the stuff that has happened, I don't know what you mean by happened. Thanks for the pin, Zook. Ceremonial pin. They both have the pieces in already, but I like that you're doing it. So yeah, if somebody can win the lottery, or they, they can just cash in all their crypto, and then they feel like, oh, I want to run a Tetris organization for a couple of years, like, then they could do it, because then they could do everything. But yeah, having the consistency of having one guy basically doing almost all of it, like the streams. All right, looks like both players are ready. Well, it's a decider. One of these players is going to the round 2. 3, 2, 1 Tetris. Oh, I see. Got it. Well, yeah, I've got it. I've got a lot of things boiled down to just a system, you know. Oh, well, that's good to hear, Sharky. $115 Nenu. 97 Scotto. Tetris Nenu 209, 168 for Scudo Bazoo. All right, Simul Tetris. Oh yeah, just one person individual streamer. It's ridiculous that anything can ever happen. When you go to like a real professional thing, I mean, they've got like dozens of people involved to pull it off, you know. I mean, this is just the this is just some rinky dink like dude in a spare bedroom, you know. It's like, but yeah, it would be harder if it were. I mean, we ran it for a while as a bunch of different restreamers and that kind of thing. You know, we got all the matches covered, like when we were doing challengers and futures and hopefuls. But it was such a behemoth. I mean, it was so heavy. You know, now we're just running very lean. It's very lightweight. You don't have to do this whole infrastructure for like, all right, who's going to take this? And people are, you know, I'll take this and here's what I want and let's distribute. And now it's just like they schedule it, they throw it on my calendar, it gets done, you know? Like it's so lightweight. $384 for Nenu, $387 for Scotto. So decent scores here through 90 lines or so. $420 for Scotto, $436 for Nenu. Yeah, well, especially when you run stuff by volunteers, because, you know, volunteers are doing it for free. And, you know, of course, anything that they can do there's a lot of things that people just have to move on. They can't do the same thing forever. So, yeah, you got to shuffle around every so often. Oh, I was expecting the say the line to come up, but I forgot it's randomized. I was disappointed. It's like, oh, I get to do one more say the line before I go. Oh, but that's all right. This is like this music still pumps me up. This is like, 2019 opening music. 524 for Scotto, 555 for Nenu. We're on 19 now. Speed has increased 50%. I know it is very nostalgic, and I don't know. There's probably some out there who are like, I'm so sick of this music, and once in a while people do, but I don't know. I still find it totally fine, and I like hearing it over again. It's in my brain now. It's probably not good. 638 Nenu, 579. $671 Nenu, $591 Scotto. So about 80,000 point lead for Nenu. It's about the same line count too. Tetris is here worth 26.4. Is that right? Something like that. Yeah, it is. And or no, 26.6? 26.4. Something like that. Anyway, once we get to 24, they'll be worth 30,000. So you can see that Nenu up over 3 Tetrises. Oh, well, this is like... Can't listen to that. Oh, Nenu all of a sudden in trouble. Man, this is a real tough one. Nenu up like, 120,000 points. 40 lines to go. Neither player with a great looking board. I think Scotto might be closer to being out. He's got to transfer that whole mess over. And all of a sudden that left side, I think he tried to tap that L over to the left. And now he is in big trouble. And that is not going to be survivable. And Nenu is good in game number 5. What is it called? 5? Yeah. And partial dash doesn't make 5 left. Wait, what? Scotto, I think you've discovered something about the game. That partial dash doesn't go 5 left. Oh no, Scotto, GG's to you, bud. Nenu, you made it through. We're going to report this. You're getting reported, man. Blocked and reported. Oh, you're literally getting blocked. Like blocks are falling on you, and I'm reporting you. Blocked and reported. Oh, wait, that's CTM we want. DTM. I don't think we want DTM. All right, so there you go. Congrats, Nenu. GG's to you, man. And GG's against Scotto. Nenu will be moving on. Scotto, you will not. But we like you, and we want to see you again. So 3-2, decider. Good game, guys. Submit. Yeah, no worries, Nenu. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you. So let's take a look at where we're at. What did we gain today? What we've gained today is we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of our open top 16 spots filled in, and I think that is okay by me. We also did some masters, although not as much as I'd wanted to do. But we did a little. One game. We were supposed to do more than that, but things happen. And it's okay. Would have been nice to get those other two done as well. But, yeah, here's the top 16. And oh, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one, too. All right, well, it doesn't have the thing, but this is Masters. Yeah, just Critical Lapis, Kirby, Winter. I guess we got Winter into the top 16, so 3 of our top 16 spots filled in. So we're making progress. Now, I guess technically it's Thursday, but I haven't slept, so to me it's still Wednesday. So Thursday, we've got more. We have Masters Yellow Part 2. Okay, so, yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to do Tugi versus Eyeball in the yellow bracket, banana bracket. And then the winner will take on Evesy. That should give us a top 8 player, right? Tugi, Eyeball, Evesy. Love it. And then we're going to do Masters Green. Curie, Somalian winner versus Chiller. So fun to see Chiller back. So that's what we've got Thursday. There may be something else in the mix. You know, probably wake up and find one, 5 more brackets scheduled. But you know what? Bring it on. We got to get it done. So, yeah, thanks everybody who hung out all day today. You guys make it super fun to hang out and do this. And thanks to everybody who supported our streams. Had a super chat from Kip. Yeah, sorry I missed that earlier, Kip, but thank you for that. Really appreciate that. Thanks, Sharky. GG, see you today. Patrons, thank you. Scott Gray, Jay in the Window, K9 Tacky, Madelsberger, N Dog, Mr. Brain Corporal Jr., Troy Dan, Kim M, Cat Kid, Java D, Jason, Sunny, Mila, and everybody else on the slide. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. And prize pool 36767. 67, guys. It's hilarious because it's those two numbers, you know. Whoa, Money Bear, hey. All right, there you go. Ah. All right. So anyway, yeah, thanks for everybody who hung out. I will see you guys tomorrow. YouTube. Is anybody over there? Who knows? Jungle Cook was over there. And that's about it. That's what was it. And Kip. And Breezy Acre. And Obeka. Anyway, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care, y'all. Bye-bye. And then Twitch. Is anybody actually streaming Tetris anymore or what? Ba-dum-bum-bum.